We're in the kitchen with chef instructor Laura Kennedy, and we're learning how to make prosciutto wrapped asparagus. This looks delicious.
This is going to be delicious.
Hello, and thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Sheila Nyquist. We have a fantastic show for you today. Coming up, Alana Nolan discovers how the worlds of Canadian football and UFC are coming together. And Lisa Wolanski brings us tips on picking out that perfect gift for Mother's Day. Hello, and thanks for joining us here on Shaw TV. I'm Sheila Nyquist. Today, we're at the Dance Through Life studio here in Calgary, joining Paula Callahoo as the owner. And you've had the studio for quite a while now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, if your kids really like getting their hands dirty, you might want to introduce them to this place. It's called Clay for Kids, and as Lindy Free discovered, creating with clay can be very challenging. We're now joining Bruce Fletcher, who's the program manager of the festival. What films are we going to be seeing this year?
Oh, we are going to be seeing so many amazing films, Sheila. We have first time.
So what's the trick to roping?
Secret is slow. Is not trying to throw the rope as fast as you can, more to kind of aim and kind of let the rope go over where you want it to be.
We're here with the Canadian champion of dummy roping. He won this last year. This is Rylan. Rylan, what did you do to win this competition?
I roped 3 in a row and I was the Canadian dummy roping champion, 5 and under.
It's not only the Stampede that Calgarians will be celebrating this summer, but also Century Homes. We'll get a peek inside one of them right after this.
Wow, it's smoking hot out here. It's like 30 degrees. Can you imagine doing this job every single day here on the grounds? Well, let me introduce you to the team that does it.
Well, obviously it's been a long time since I've practiced. These guys, on the other hand, they're practicing like 12 hours a day because they have a huge competition coming up.
All right, I'm trusting you here.
All right.
I'm going to give it a go and get brand.
There you go. We've been branded.
Getting branded is not the only unique experience to be had on the trail. Holy, what's happening here?
Too small. Back to the feedlot.
Back to the feedlot for me. Well, I bet this is something you never thought you would try.
This is what I eat, sleep, and breathe for. This is, to me, one of the best things we've got on the planet, and so overlooked.
While most people enjoy hiking up the side of the mountain, Nicholas would argue true adventurers head to the core.
It is the last true frontier for exploration.
And thanks to those early explorers and guides like Nicholas, our adventure is made a little easier. These students from Annie Foote School are learning about trees and the forest in their science class. And now they're getting the chance to get a different perspective.
Beep beep kaki cooey wow wow.
Wow.
Beep beep kaki cooey wow wow.
It's a workshop designed to explore the realm of language that sometimes moves beyond meaning.
Languages from all of the body, but normally we use about this much in speaking each day, you know, and our mouths don't move very much, you know. So it's to expand it all.
You gonna want to go for a walk?
It's been 5 years since Alyssa Dennis and her dog Luna have become best friends.
It's a very unique relationship. She's like a child in a way, but she's my guardian angel. And she's also, you know, my protector, all rolled into one.
In just 3 years, Sheila lost the use of her legs, arms, and hands. Even her breathing is becoming difficult.
I can't do anything from scratching an itch to moving a leg to going to the bathroom.
There are about 3,000 new cases of ALS in Canada each year, similar to multiple sclerosis. Yet far less is known about the disease because those with ALS live for only 3 to 5 years.
This one here is called the Alibaba, and this one is the Tiffany.
From recycled cans to forks to shovels and even seat belts, there are all kinds of unique ways to reuse everyday products. So how does one prepare for a Hollywood-inspired awards ceremony?
We got the email and I told Leah, well, we better start shopping for some outfits.
With the red carpet calling, glamour was a must.
Leah picked up the red dress and it was only natural to match and try and get the old school Hollywood thing together.
Of course, as a nominee, you have to arrive in style.
Pretty exciting. Got the little limo ride, a VIP reception, and now we're walking the red carpet.
People seem to assume that once you turn that nasty age of 65 that our brains are gone and that we have no longer any interest in living. And that is far, far from the truth.
And to prove that point, Maxine and a few of her friends decided to play a few lighthearted pranks.
It was wonderful to see people's different expressions, to meet some people on the streets that I would never have met otherwise.
It takes a cold day to make beeswax candles and ice.
Oh, I think it's great. It's an excuse to get out of the city and to try something that you wouldn't normally try.
Making beeswax candles, taking a picture with Santa's reindeer, and doing a little mead tasting are just some of the activities drawing people to Chinook Honey's 5th annual Christmas at the Hive event. If you haven't heard of it before, it won't be long. It's no longer rock and roll that youth are listening to, nor is it hip-hop or punk. It's a style of music that has snuck out from the underground scene and is being embraced by a growing number of fans. It's called bass music, a term used to describe numerous styles of electronic music. And the best part for today's youth is the bass music parties are getting bigger.
You've really seen just an explosion in popularity.
I think everyone's just getting a little tired of the road and looking for a little more adventure.
And they're finding it in places like these, where crossing streams, climbing steep hills, and navigating rough terrain are all part of the experience.
Watch here.
It's taken the world by storm. I think it's a change from the mundane element of road running.
I bought my first Beetle when I was 15. Bought it as a restoration project to get on the road for when I was 16, and as it turns out that car was too rusty, so I ended up buying another one a year later.
And so the obsession for VW cars began for Ken King.